good, y'all, man? It's your boy, Poet the Love Rider, man. I'm back. Yes, I am. On all my platforms, man. Y'all go check me out on TMC, my 2K page, and on my Twitch. I'm on Twitch too, man. I'm live on every platform, man. It's a good morning, man. So I decided to get on here this morning and come with a segment. I don't know, a segment just giving some motivation this morning. I think this will work for people. Me starting this up, getting up every morning, motivating somebody. I think it works for me as well, motivating myself and getting what I got to get done throughout the day. So I just hope that you guys enjoy this. And I did have a song that I captured today, actually. And for y'all that don't know, yes, I am a Christian, but I also, do things that I'm not supposed to do. I sin every day. I'm a man. I'm a normal man. Men sin every day. So I sin every day. But I try to, base my experiences through Christ, if you get what I mean. And I'm not trying to preach to nobody today, but we about to go listen to this song. The intro to this Love Riders page or Love Riders topic that I'm doing right now on this particular platform. As y'all see my new logo, I'm working on a new one, so y'all might not see that logo too long. I had this logo for almost 4 years, so I'm working on a new logo. I'm trying to rebrand, so you guys will see certain things that change throughout the years. And I also want to give a shout out to one of my closest friends. She got me started on this road, and I just want to tell her thank you for giving me the name Poet the Love Rider. I didn't have a name, so shout out to her if she ever sees this. Not disclosing her name. All right, so I'm gonna switch over, and I'll be back over here talking to you guys some more. I got in-depth morning encouragement words from someone that I listen to every morning. So I thought I'd just share it with you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the intro to this song, to this Love Rider, the Love Riders page, or I should say the Love Rider Lounge. Let me say that right. I rebranded it, so it's called the Love Rider Lounge. So you guys will see. This will be my intro to my Love Rider Lounge when I go live. All right. So I hope you guys like the song. You guys give me feedback on it and tell me what y'all think. Should I use this song for my intros, or should I find another song? Or you guys got a song that you prefer? You guys let me know, and I'll take a listen to it, and I'll give y'all feedback if I like it or not, and we can move on from there. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. Further ado, let me go ahead and switch over to Try to pull up my chat real quick. Sorry. My chat is up, so you guys can respond to me. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch over now, so you guys can actually listen to the song. All right.
Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, oh. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
All right, y'all, man. How'd y'all like that, man? I'm gonna switch back. How'd y'all like that, man? That is the intro to Poet the Love Writer Lounge, man. Like that song just takes it away, man. But no further ado, I'm about to get into the meat of the podcast, and we about to get started. So I hope you guys enjoy this little segment that I have today. I'm sharing it with you guys. Usually I do it for myself, but I'm also sharing it with you guys. And if you guys like these things, you guys let me know in the comments, and I would definitely continue them for this channel. I'm just trying to get this channel, blown up. This is a brand new channel for me. As y'all know, y'all see me on my other platforms. Y'all know me as OG Flames TMC. That's what I'm known as on my gaming channel. Over here, I'm known as Poet the Love Writer. So when y'all see the logo, y'all know, hey man, that's Poet, man. So that's my other name for what I got it going on. Like I said, I'm a writer. I also do writing as well. I write poetry. I do spoken word. Actually looking for certain things this summer to enhance my my writing again, getting back to doing what I used to do a long time ago before I stopped doing this. And I'm definitely going to give y'all a backstory. I'm going to give y'all a backstory before I even get to the meat of the podcast. All right. So a long time ago, like how it all started with me. I'm just going to tell you how it all started with me. I was about 14 or 15 years old. I started writing, right? I didn't know at the time that my writing was going to get to where it got to. And I just started writing, man. I didn't have a name. I could tell y'all the name that I was using, man. At the time I was using Lenny the Lover Boy. So that was the name that I was using at that age. I didn't have a name, so I just was thinking about names and where to start. So that was the name that I came up with, Lenny the Lover Boy. All right. So going through my adolescent years, I still was writing out, and then I got into high school. I got into the poetry club in high school. Got into a poetry club, and I started writing more. I started doing other things outside of poetry though, but poetry was like my main source of having fun. You know, I did do other things. I played baseball, I played basketball, I did other sports, but as far as me having, as far as me having fun, writing was my fun. Making fictional characters and writing stories and stuff like that. And as I got closer to graduating from high school, I graduated from high school, went off to college. I did get a scholarship, y'all, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you I didn't. I went off to college, did certain things, and so happened being throughout my college years, I fell in love with a young lady. Not going to disclose her name. She's the reason why I have the name that I have today. I fell in love with a young lady, and she, was very supportive, very, very supportive in what I was trying to do at that time. And I was fully into church too, growing up. So I met this young lady at a church that I was visiting, you know, in Miami-Dade. This is when I was living in Florida. In Miami-Dade, I went to a church and I was visiting a church, and I seen this young lady. I was just like, wow, man. She's very involved. She's very involved in ministry, in her ministry that she does, and involved, like I said, involved in the ministry. So that's whatever ministry that she's involved in. She's involved in a lot of ministries. So she was involved in ministry. Let's just say it that way. She was involved in ministry. So I saw that and I was just like, wow, I'm involved in ministry too, very much so. I used to play the drums, you know. I did audio engineering for my church back home in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I was the engineer guy for, the little center that they had, the youth center. I was the engineer for the youth center, and whatever they had going on as far as functions, you know, parties, I was the engineer for that because it would all take place in the youth center facility. So I was the sound guy for the youth center facility. So around that time, I was also doing that, learning how to become an engineer and doing certain things. So at that time, I was writing. I also wrote to her too. You know, but she helped me out with some things as far as my writing as well. To enhance my writing a little better. Like I said, I was in my process going through a college, learning how to write, or basically not learning how to write. I'm sorry, learning my format because I didn't have a format. I was all over the place. And I did enter some contests that they had. I never won any of them. I always came in either third or second place. So I figured that I was good. Excuse me. I figured I was good enough. I figured that I was good enough if I was able to, become in third and second place. Because there was a lot of people that entered. And I didn't win any trophies, but I won some certificates. Sorry. And it was a tough road for me. It was just a tough road. And I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have a name. So I always go by Lenny the Love Boy. Or the Love Guy. Yeah, Lenny the Love Guy. So that's what I was going by. Until one day, she sat down with me and was like, you don't have a name, man. We got to get you a name. So I was just like, man, look, I don't know what name to use, what to use for my stage performance, for my stage name. So I was just trying to figure things out. And then one day she messaged me and was just like, I got one for you. Poet the Love Writer. And what you see on my screen today, it didn't look like that. Everything was mushed together. So take away the dot, take away all the, the prettiness. It was all mush. It was all mush together. So it was Poet the Love Writer all mushed together, right? So over the years, I enhanced it and fixed it and changed how it looked to what it is today. And I may even change it up more. May add some more hyphens to it. I don't know yet. I don't know yet, but that is the name that you see on the screen right now, Poet the Love Writer. That is the name that she gave me. So she blessed me with that name. And I've had that name ever since. But we fell through some hard times and we fell apart and we broke up. And by me doing my podcast, what I'm doing today, as y'all see, I'm back. And what I was doing prior back then, I sat down with myself and told myself, hey, how can I give someone marital advice, relationship advice, or just love advice in general? How can I do that when my relationships are falling apart? Yes, I'm not married, but I do understand the true meaning of love and what the true meaning of marriage means, or when you're dating someone. And I did do a segment before. I don't know if you guys seen it, but I did do a segment on forgot what it was called. I can't remember right now because it's been a while since I did it. Y'all can go on the Poet the Love on the Love Writer Lounge page and the Love Writer Lounge YouTube page, and you'll find it there. You can also find it on the TMC page on YouTube. OG Flames TMC is there as well. I posted it there just to see the reaction I would get from people, and I got a great amount of reaction on that page. So that's why y'all see me streaming on TMC page and on my Twitch, because I got a nice response. I didn't get a live response, but as I ended it, and over the couple weeks, people were messaging me asking me to do more. So here I am, but I'm just getting it all together and stuff like that. But after that, like I said, my relationships fell apart and I decided not to write anymore, not to do any podcasts anymore, not to do anything anymore, until I found myself and found the true love of myself, And it ain't till today, or I should say, I found myself prior over the years. I did find myself. It just took me a while to get back to writing. And I found myself in 2023. I found myself in 2020. Actually, no, sorry. I found myself in 2022 because I met a young lady who is now I'm engaged to get married to. She's not home with me right now, but you guys will definitely see her. She'll be doing podcasts with me. You guys will see it. I'm going to include her in my podcast. So like I said, I'm in the process of rebranding right now. So I am going to keep my name, Poet the Love Writer. She just got to come up with her stuff, but we're going to incorporate our names together. So whatever she comes up with, and we're going to make a brand new logo. So when I'm doing podcasts by myself, you will see this platform, what you're seeing right now. You'll see my logo, and you'll see Poet the Love Writer. But when I'm doing podcasts with my wife, you guys will see two names, or however we're gonna do it with a new logo. All right. So, and within those podcasts, we are going to be talking about fully. I am gonna basically not interviewing her, but she does suffer with mental health issues and things like that. And I think that this platform right here would help her and help someone else, or the message that she has to bring off or give off to someone else who's dealing with the same things that she was dealing with or that she is dealing with. So I feel like, that would work, so that's why I'm trying to, get back into doing what I'm doing. But, you know, over the couple months that I've, been, dating this young lady, she has opened up my eyes to certain things. And for me to get back to what I used to do, to get back to what I loved writing. I love talking to people about love and helping people, or I should say married people, more in general, because there's a lot of divorce going on in the world. And where I grew up, you know, I don't believe in divorce unless your significant other does something to grant you to divorce them. Yes, every relationship has its problems. You're gonna go through problems with your relationship. You're gonna scream and yell at your spouse. You're gonna argue with your spouse. I don't believe in putting your hands on each other. Don't believe that at all. You get upset, you go into a room, and whenever you calm down, if y'all feel like talking it out, y'all talk it out. Y'all feel like talking it out. But also going back, the Bible also says that you should before you go to you should not be mad before you should not go to sleep mad with your spouse or your significant other or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You should talk that out before you go to bed. That's what the Bible states. Do I do that all the time? No. So, like I said, I'm just human. I know right from wrong. I know what the word says. I grew up under the word, so I do know it. But I don't give you a little backstory of how I encountered the writing scene and where I'm at right now. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. I've had the pleasure, God rest her soul, of meeting Maya Angelou before she passed. That was my mentor. If y'all wanted to know, Maya Angelou was my mentor. She taught me things. She taught me the secret of writing, how to put words in different ways and meanings of words. And also, she gave me a writing language. So when I write, you will know who taught me that because it sounds like her in a sense. But I try to make it my own, but it never comes out that way. Like it's always, I always go back to it. So, and for me, I thank her so much for taking me under her wing and giving me the platform to do what I do best, and for teaching me as a young man and as an adult today. I just want to tell her, even though she's not here right now, Maya, as far as I know, I call her Mama. I call her Mama Lo. Now that's my little thing that I had with her, so I call her Mama Lo. So Mama Lo, I just want you to know that I love you, and you'll always be in my heart. You'll always be here with me, and I'm starting over with this writing venture. So I hope that you're there with me when I go through the tough times, and people leave the nasty comments, and you'll be there to help me be humble with my chat and audience who follow me moving forward on this channel and as on this channel, as well as the channel with my, not a channel, but the venture I'm doing with my wife right now. We're getting ready to do something together. And that's what I want to do, include her into what I'm doing, even though I'm doing things for myself as far as my platform. I also want to get her to the point where she's comfortable to have her own platform, to do her own podcast, to do her own things, and you guys probably know her. I don't, should I disclose her name? Yes, I am going to do that. She's probably going to be mad at me, but her name is Alicia. I met her. She's an awesome person. She's a giver. This that time she gets on my nerves, time she does things wrong, and I try to tell her, but everybody got to learn someday. But moving forward, I am gonna get on because I'm rambling, and I got to get to this morning, this morning thing that I do every morning. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going over to it now. It's your boy Love Writer. It's your boy Poet the Love Writer. See y'all at the end. Love y'all. Peace.
hungry, are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have.
I need you to ask yourself a serious question. How bad do you want it?
And every day, every single day gives you that new opportunity. Get up and get after it. Every day, every single day is a new beginning. So take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. It's a new day, a new opportunity.
There is no passion to be found in settling for a life that is less than the one that you are capable of living. Rise and grind.
No one is going to create the future that you want for you.
Just needs you to be 1% better than you were yesterday. If you can be 1% better than you were yesterday, you're making progress.
You're not putting forth 120%. You're not all in. If you get to that point where you do exactly what you say you're going to do, you're going to get to the next level. All right, so let's get started. Let's get started.
Tell me about your new neighbors. They're Black.
There's just something real strange about her, you know?
There she is, slaving away in the kitchen. Next thing you know.
See, people who have something to look forward to don't need an alarm clock.
At the end of the day, you can listen to 1,000,000 motivational speeches, but you are going to have to wake up and make a decision to get it done.
It is not life that's holding you back. You just gotta be a little bit tougher than your circumstances. There are going to be times that you're gonna want to give up, but you don't have the permission to do so.
Those 15 minutes are not worth the rest of your life. Those 15 minutes are not worth you slipping down the chart. That is not worth it.
You're focused on the risk more than you are the reward. You're focused on the pain of the process more than you are the glory on the other side.
Everybody wants to have, to be, and do what they feel they've been called to do. The challenge becomes that most of us, when it's time to do what beasts do, we don't do it.
And I'm asking you, what do you see in the future for you? What brought you here today? What caused you to get up?
The sacrifices, the tears, the late nights, the early mornings, all of it will be worth it.
So, you know, one of your biggest problems is that you keep thinking that there is another you. And for me, I started to accomplish more than I ever have in my life when I realized that there's nobody like me, that there's nobody that can do what I can do. You have to come to the resolve today, now.
people out there that always seem that they want to go back or saying that they have to get back to something. The goal is to move forward. Don't ever get yourself in a position where you feel you have to always go back or saying that you have to get back to doing what you used to do or getting back to what you had before or whatever. The goal is to move forward. Get up, work hard, put some effort into what you want out of life, because all you have is you. All you have is what you have inside. Don't wait for somebody to tell you what to do. You know what you need to do. Get out there and get it done, because that's ultimately what it's going to take. You have to have the courage, the will, and everything you have inside to get to the level and beyond the level you want to be.
As long as there's breath in your lungs, there's hope in your heart.
Ask yourself, what's my dream? When you called me, were you with her?
Tyler Perry's Sisters is back with an all-new season.
I don't want to do this.
You know I still love you, right?
You make me feel so good.
I'm just gonna keep trying.
I don't want to see you. What's my dream?
You think you're just here to work on a job, pay the bills, keep a roof over your head, a car note, and then die? Come on. Give me a break. Raise the bar on yourself. Challenge yourself. Decide you're not going to be the same person. I want you to have the mindset that you're going to live an expanded vision of yourself. And you're going to go all in.
I don't know your name, but I know you have a dream. You may be listening to me in your closet, your bedroom, the gym, the car, the bus, the train, the plane. I don't know where you're going, but I know you are going somewhere. You've got a destination. Keep a no excuse mentality. Then the sky is not your limit. The sky is your starting point. I never get turned off. Every single day, I want my destiny. I want my dream.
You got to have this vision of yourself beyond your circumstances. You got to see yourself every day. I can do this. I can make this happen. I'm blessed and highly favored. Good things are supposed to happen to me. You got to see yourself every day and get out of your mind those old thoughts, that old belief system. Every day you've got to sell yourself.
ahead and win.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees? If so, you need StreamYard On Air.
Rise and grind. You can't lay around a 12 each and every day and expect greatness to come your way. It don't work like that. See, you get out of this life exactly what you put into this life.
Control, Alt, delete. Control yourself, alter your thinking, and delete negativity. Period. It's about manifestation. What have I been destined to become? Wake up! There's always another level.
Life is not responsible for how you take care of your own mindset. Life is not responsible for you having a positive attitude. You're not dead. You still have life. Your heart is still beating. And the journey must continue. Stop drowning and learn how to swim. Don't blame life because you fall down. Don't blame life because that relationship didn't work out. Don't blame life because that job did not turn out. It is not life that's holding you back. You just gotta be a little bit tougher than your circumstances. You can't concern yourself about things that you have no control over.
What are you made of? What is your DNA? What is your mentality? What are the skill sets? Come on, start to write down the vision. What are your goals? What are your financial goals? What are your relational goals? What are your spiritual goals? Come on, start thinking about these things. You're still alive for a reason. Somebody died today, but you're still here listening. In this very moment, You have an opportunity. Seize the opportunity.
When you take that kind of action, when you have that dedication, when you show that kind of passion, when you put in that kind of work, you can't help but win. Because limits exist only in the mind.
You will meet many challenges. Many things will come at you. There are going to be times that you're going to want to give up, but you don't have the permission to do so. You must carry on the good fight. What good is your greatness if you don't stand on it? How can you hold on to who you really are inside if you let everything else tell you that you're not worthy?
And you got two options. You can give up or get up. This is your day. Get up and beat yourself from yesterday. What are you made of? What is your DNA? What is your mentality? What are the skill sets? Come on, start to write down the vision.
I need you to rise and grind. Oh, you're not hearing what I'm saying. I said it all starts with your mindset. See, the true definition of mindset is
You can be 1% better than you were yesterday. You're making progress. Michael Jordan has a $2 billion net worth. That's beautiful. But what was the cost for all of that? How did he win games? How did he win championships? How hard did he practice? How crazy was his faith? How many vacations did Michael Jordan have to turn down? How many parties did he have to walk out of? How many people had to be amputated out of his life? Everybody wants to celebrate the $2 billion evaluation of his enterprise, but it came at a cost. It came with some sleepless nights. It came with some long practices. It came with a lot of no's. No, I can't do the party. No, I'm not going to do the drinking. No, I'm not connecting with them. No, I don't need that circle. No, it came with a lot of no's. It came with a lot of sacrifice. It comes with a lot of rejecting. It comes with a lot of awareness of what is not serving the vision. Had a temperature of over 100 degrees and won the game over the Jazz in 95, a champion. But he sacrificed comfort. He sacrificed convenience. He had to sacrifice and reject the voices in his head that said, you're crazy, you're sick, you need to rest, you need to sit down. If I'm going to seek success, I've got to define what sacrifices are required in order to step into it. I cannot have it. I will not see it until I've counted up the cost.
And welcome back to this U.S. Open office plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head using some technical jargon.
Oh, and Jones.
You'll find yourself connected to 100 people that think they know what you should be doing to get where you're supposed to be. And so I've got to begin to shut the mouths of the people that don't know the cost, the price that I have to pay. You may have paid that, but I may not have to pay that price. I can learn from your mistakes. I don't have to fall down the same ditches you fell down. I don't have to flop down the same stairs you flopped down. That's your price. That's your cost. I've got another way. I've got a different mentality. I just may be a little bit more creative than you. I just may be a little bit more innovative. I just may have more faith than you. I don't have to fall like you fell. I don't have to hurt like you hurt. I can look up and get up. When did you get to the point where you snapped so easily? When you let go so easily? When you gave up so easily? I know what it's like to feel like, if I keep going, I'm going to waste my time. We all get to this point in our life where we ask ourselves the question, what have I held on to that should have been amputated? All of us are holding on to something that is familiar and we are comfortable, and it has become our paradigm, our pattern, our way of life. And if we're honest, we can't see ourselves without this thing. I don't know what it is for you. Everybody's got a different thing, person, place, something that needs to be amputated out of our life, cut off, that's no longer serving us. And so my question to you really is, I know you have your eyes on success, the end game, the trophy, but what conveniences haven't we let go of that have become cancerous to us? If we're honest, we should be able to write out a whole list of things that we're not doing, that we were destined to do, but our forward motion has been halted by something. Are you willing to confess to yourself, what haven't you been willing to surrender? Why is it that you think what's killing you is helping you? You're bleeding out. You're directionless. You don't even have an idea where you are. And you're so comfortable, yet you're so annoyed because there's something deep down on the inside of you that knows that you're not where you're supposed to be. And so now we've got to start talking about the things that we need to sacrifice. What is it that needs to be amputated? That I thought was assigned to be an aid to me, that I thought was a help, that I thought was an assignment, is actually my assassin. It's the things in our life that we think are helping us, that we're assigned to, that are oftentimes assigned to kill us. What have you clinged to that should have been amputated years ago? I don't know what it is. You know, I don't have to know. You need to know. Is it laziness? Is it procrastination? Is it ego? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Is it rejection? Is it abandonment? Is it just pain? I mean, what is it? What is it? Why? Haven't you been able to succeed in specific areas that you've set out to conquer, that you've set out to dominate, that you've set out to be the best? Why is it that you haven't been able to succeed? Why? Ask yourself these questions. And what haven't you been willing to sacrifice? We all know the list. There's no time to get amnesia now. We all know the list of things we got to say. Are we going to have immediate gratification and long-term dysfunction? Or are we going to have long-term gratification and short-term discomfort?
If you're suffering terribly, there's two options in front of you in some sense. One is you're suffering terribly and it's unjust, and you're suffering terribly because the cosmos itself. The other possibility is you're suffering at least in part because you're not everything you could be.
Most of us, we live in a box, and we don't want to go outside that box at all, ever. Outside that box is all these possibilities of life. I now know that there is no cap on the human mind. There's no cap. We cap it ourselves.
And there is a literature, too, that suggests that people are a lot more unhappy when they look back in their lives about the things they didn't do than they are about the mistakes they made while they were doing things. And so that's really worth thinking about, too, because there's redemptive mistakes. And a redemptive mistake would be a mistake that you make when you go out and try to do something. You know, you think, okay, I'm going to try to do this. And you're not good at it. You make a bunch of mistakes. It's like, what's the consequence if you pay attention? You're not quite so stupid anymore. That's the thing, is you've been informed by the results of your errors. Take some stumbling steps towards it. And as you take stumbling steps towards it, you become illuminated and enlightened and informed. because of the nature of your experience, because you're pushing yourself beyond where you are and you're going into the country that you have not yet been in, and you learn something. And so if you stand still, you fall backwards. You cannot stand still because the world moves away from you if you stand still. And there's no stasis, there's only backwards. And so if you're not moving forwards, then you're moving backwards. And that's more of the underlying truth of the Matthew principle. To those who have everything, more will be given. From those who have nothing, everything will be taken.
Everybody wants to get to a place, very few are willing to sacrifice to get there. Everything that has happened that's been good to me is slow. If you actually thought about your life in a 50-year window or an 80-year window, you would slow down. Everybody wants to succeed so fast because they want to prove something to somebody else.
I started down the road of, instead of the path of least resistance, I started choosing the path of most resistance to prepare myself for the journey that was coming my way.
Wow. And most kids don't prepare themselves for the most resistance.
No.
They want to get out of things.
They want to get out of things.
Get off the hook.
Right.
Put in the extra reps.
Right.
And with the easiest path to get to the top.
Right, exactly. We believe, like so many people, before I give them a workout plan, they're talking about recovery. Everybody that hears me speak, they want to go straight to recovery.
I buy the same products you do, only I get them much cheaper. I save hundreds of dollars a month by doing this one simple trick that I'm about to show you. Don't spend another dime shopping online until you've watched.
Work out first. Work out first before you talk to me about recovery.
How to recover, yeah.
Work out first. You know, they want to put you in a box. They want to put a title on you. No, you're putting a title on me to make yourself feel better about yourself. I made this person. I made this person by diving into the insecurities that life gave me. Because now they're yours. They're yours to own. If you're not smart, call yourself dumb. It's okay, because you are. But take that not as you're putting yourself down. If you're fat, call yourself fat. I used to be 300 pounds. We want to talk so soft to ourselves. We're looking for that recovery day. And that recovery day is everything in your life. Everything in your life is a recovery day. We're looking for it. It's not coming. It's not coming. Get over that recovery day. And that's the mentality I took with me. When you start to build yourself up and start to have the one thing that we don't have is confidence.
Yep.
Real, authentic confidence from hard work. Everything else goes away. You no longer look to other people for your self-esteem.
Validation.
That's right.
For, yeah.
You now know. I walk in a room now and I know the hours and years and decades I put into David Goggins. That's something, it's not on the wall. It's not a trophy on the wall. It's not a medal on your neck. I don't care how you perceive David Goggins, because through my journey, I figured out the one piece I was missing. I thought it was cars. I thought it was women. I thought it was money. I thought it was everything. The one piece I was missing was me having the courage to face myself.
You can't say there's certain dreams and goals, there are things you want to have and things you want to be if you are still average. You got to get to the point where you get allergic to average. You don't think average, you don't perform average. Listen to me. When I tell you the success and average have absolutely nothing to do with each other, this is what I'm telling you. Your boss can't stand average. Your coach can't stand average. Your teacher can't stand average. Your spouse, listen to me, your mama might put up with it. Your daddy might put up with it, but listen to me very closely. Nobody really likes average because average attracts average.
You can't help it that you suffer from ambition. You can't help it that you suffer from trying to be great. You can't help it that you suffer for trying to go to the next plateau. You can't help it that every fiber of your being, every fiber of your existence wants to win. You can't help it that you suffer from a severe case of aspiration, purpose, and dream chasing. That's the exact reason why you keep racing, because you're trying to catch up to your dreams. Because they won't do it. That has absolutely nothing to do with you. Some people have a problem for every solution. Some people don't believe that they can achieve at a high level. Some people are okay doing what normal people do, doing what average people do, doing just enough to get by. But that's not you. You have dreams, you have goals, you have aspirations, you have desires. And you are taking action to make all of your dreams a reality. They gotta go, because now it's back to the grind, because now it's back to the shine, because now it's back to getting after it. Now it's back to going all in for what you said you wanted.
I need you to speak it one time. One time, that's it. I need you to say it one time. I need you to get it out in the atmosphere. I need you to say it so you can hold yourself accountable to what you said. Tell a friend so they can hold you accountable. But after you say it once, shut your mouth, go into the lab and get to work. Are you hearing me? Shut your mouth. Shut up. You didn't hear me say a million times I was going to speak for the NFL, but I'm in the NFL. You didn't hear me say a million times I was going to Australia. You heard me say it once, then I went in the lab and I got to work. Let me tell you something very carefully, because I'm tired of people calling me. I'm tired of people emailing me. I'm tired of people texting me and saying, ET, it's not working, ET. I'm grinding, ET. I'm hustling. ET, it's not working. Listen to me very carefully. You reap what you sow. Don't get it twisted. You reap what you sow. Now, if you don't see what you think you should see, understand that to grow a bush and to grow a tree, it takes a little bit more time, boo. So yeah, you've been studying for 3 months. And yeah, you've been grinding for 1 year. And yeah, you've been hustling for 2 years now, and you're not seeing what you, but guess what? I told you before, you've been doing it for 2 years, but what were you doing the other 30 years? What were you doing the other 21 years? So it's gonna take time. But listen to me very closely. If you would get yourself in the lab, say it, write it down, look at it, but get in the lab, number one, and start working on it.
When you have an extraordinary mindset, you are determined to make the impossible possible. You are determined to make the unbelievable believable. You are determined to do more each and every day than that average person will do in a whole week. You are determined to do more in a week than an average person does in a month. You are determined to do more in a month than an average person does in a whole year.
Some of y'all, you lying to yourself. You say you want to be great. You say you want to get to the next level. You say you want to be dominant on that field. You say you want to go to the Final Four. You say you want to be a national champion. Listen to me. You say you want a promotion. You say you want to start your own business. But listen to me very closely. You talk too much. Shut up, get in the lab, and let's go to work. Go to work and do your work. Listen to me. Don't just go to work when you feel like it. Go to work every single day. Work on it every day.
I need you to put yourself in a position to shine. I need you to put yourself in a position to climb. I need you to put yourself in a position to redesign. I need you to put yourself in a position to redefine. And I need you to put yourself in a position to realign your alliance. If the people in your circle are average, we don't do average. We won't do average. I need you to have a CEO mindset. Champion energy only. You set them standards and you make each and every person that you come in contact with rise up to your standards. Do not drop down to their level.
Don't put your future into someone else's hands.
You're not going to feel the process all the time. You're not going to see it. Some days you're not going to want to write about it. You're not going to want to talk about it. You're not going to want to think about it. You're going to have migraines thinking about the sacrifices that are required to get to this next level, but just don't stop.
What if today was the day that success had your name written on it? Procrastination is the thief of destination.
Today, I want to remind you that you are not average. I want to remind you that you have what it takes. All you have right now is today. So give it your all. You've got this.
You missed the energy. There are no more tomorrows. And you have to live like today is the last day that you have a chance to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Today, not tomorrow. Stop looking back at what happened yesterday. Don't let that deter you. No fear, no doubt, no reservation. See, success is reserved for you. So what's your hesitation?
So if you've been doubting yourself, stop. If you've been doubting your abilities, stop. If you've been putting yourself down, stop. Because doubt is the enemy of progress.
You can get to a place in your life where you are so tired that you can hardly move. And they said if you look up, you can get up. And you can be so fragmented, so beat up, that you can't even open your eyes. And so every opportunity that comes, every person that comes, every wind of change that blows, your response is, I'll do it tomorrow. When I'll do it tomorrow, it can wait, it can wait. And that's because we've lost the urgency.
See, tomorrow is promised to no one, but you already knew that. This is your life. I need you to own it. It's got to start right now, this very moment.
You got to be willing to put in the work when you feel like it, and you've got to be willing to put in the work when you don't feel like it. You've got to be willing to show up when you feel confident, and you've got to be willing to show up when you're feeling uncertain.
My future ain't at the game. My future ain't at the mall. My future is in me, giving every ounce of my soul, every ounce of my being, everything I got. No more tomorrows. Give everything you got today. There is absolutely no tomorrow. That needs to be your new mindset. That needs to be your new mantra. I need you to get it through your thick skull. No one knows what will happen tomorrow, but today you have to achieve more than you did yesterday.
So take action today. Go after your dreams today. Get out of your comfort zone today.
Come on, you gotta stop overthinking. Like you're thinking this thing, you're thinking yourself out of it. And you're negotiating your path out of this obligation, this opportunity, this moment in time where you could really become something, really accomplish something. We've got to get to the place where we have non-negotiables. Like, yo, I'm not negotiating myself out of this. This is not a conversation I'm available for. I'm not going to keep thinking myself out of destiny, out of purpose, out of connection. I don't have time. I'm completely unavailable. And every single day, I'm living like it's my last. I'm putting it all on the table. There are things that you have been called to do that you have never done. And there are things that you have been called to do that no one on earth has ever done.
One day I'll do this. One day I'll do that. But that day will never come because you have not made the decision to get started. The choice is yours. One day or day one.
You see, everyone wants to be successful, but most people aren't willing to make the sacrifices required to go from average to elite. You can't keep doing what you've been doing and expect to get different results.
What do you want? What do you believe you were destined to do? And then you got to spend every single solitary day for the rest of your life going after that dream.
But it all starts with you. One day or day one. The choice is yours.
There will be days when you don't feel like working towards your goals, but you can't make decisions based upon how you feel because your results are based upon what you do.
This is your life, and I need you to leave a legacy. Stand up, stand tall in the face of it all, and go do what you gotta do, starting right now.
And when you think there's nothing left in the tank,
look yourself in the eyes and say, I can, I will, I must.
In order to achieve the goals that you set for yourself, you're going to have to do three things. One, you're going to have to conquer self-doubt. I have discovered that simply changing your belief can change everything. Two, you're going to have to conquer your fear of failing. The people who ultimately end up getting what they want, they do not become discouraged or quit after experiencing a failure or a roadblock. They leverage that failure. They leverage that challenge. They leverage that rejection as a learning lesson. Number three, you're going to have to stop waiting for perfect timing. The perfect time is now. So instead of overthinking and overanalyzing, commit to using what you've got, using what you know, so that you can keep moving forward.
I'm talking about you got to think of everything you've ever wanted in your life. You have to think about what your father has gone through and what your mother has gone through. All of the pain, all of the trauma, everything you have experienced, the turbulence. You have to garner up all of that hunger and you got to put it toward that goal. A dream without a deadline will become your nightmare. And that nightmare will haunt you for the rest of your life.
This is the day that you start doing the things that you need to do to arrive at your desired outcome. You know where you want to be. You know what you want to do. I could have took the easy route, but there is no easy route. So I need you to stop talking about it and be about it. This is the day. No more one-day aisles. Let this be day one of the beginning of the new you. Death to the old you. Show the world everything that you got inside. Show the world that you can become something that nobody ever thought you could become. Prove your doubters and your haters and your naysayers wrong.
Your commitment to yourself, your commitment to your goals, your commitment to your vision must override how you feel. If you are under a tremendous amount of pressure right now, don't let the pressure stop you.
The nightmare is to reach our 60s, our 70s, our 80s, or even our deathbed, and to talk about everything we should have done. I should have done that. I should have invested in this. I should have made the relationship work. We sit around and talk about all of our shoulds. We talk about all the things we wanted to do, but never got it done. That's the nightmare. That's the nightmare that we all must avoid.
Make a decision, make a choice, and start right now. So you can look back and be so proud of yourself, and you can pat yourself on the back and say, that a boy, and say, that a girl. We got it done because we made the decision to get started.
Because when you want something bad enough, you're willing to wake up early. When you want something bad enough, you don't back down out of frustration. When you're waiting for everything to line up, all you're doing is holding up your progress.
And let this be day one that you put one foot in front of the other and start to get things done, and let one day turn into 2, and 2 days turn into 3, and 3 days turn into 4, and 4 days turn into a week, and a week turns into a month.
I want you to think about everything that you've been through, everything that has happened to you. And I want you to look yourself in the mirror, and I want you to recite these 3 words. I made it.
Every single thing that you do, you are casting a vote for your future self. So don't wait to feel pain. Don't wait to get yourself in a place where you're desperate to take action. Because to really win, it's not a destination. To win is that constant striving and struggling for you to become your future self.
Do something today that your future self will fall madly in love with you for.
Sometimes you need to go find a mirror and tell yourself with tears in your eyes, I am the problem. Wrestling with has been in the way too long. Get out of the way!
I need you to do something today that your future self will thank you for. Don't you get it? Get busy living. Get busy giving. All of you, give the best of you. Not for you right now, but for the you in the future.
Please, please do yourself a favor and dispense with the excuses that you don't have time. Dispense with the excuse that you're not good enough. Dispense with the excuse that nobody will show up if I build it, that too many people are better than me. Drop out of the, I tried it last year and it didn't work. No, you didn't work. I get it. I get it. If we pull up your history, we'll find a lot of brokenness. We'll find a lot of trauma. We'll find a lot of empty places. If we pull up your history, we'll find a lot of failures. This must be the year that you are not defined by your history, but you fulfill your destiny. Why are you here? What were you placed here to do? Get to work.
Can you identify what has kept you broken? What has kept you broke? What has kept you defeated? What has kept you covered under the blankets of anxiety and stress and overwhelm? But you're trying to make business moves with people that don't think like you. They don't walk like you. They don't sacrifice like you. They're not willing to put in the blood, the sweat, the tears behind closed doors. A man is rewarded in public for what he does in private. I need you to disappear for the next 30 days. What does that look like? 720 hours dedicated to the future.
I picked the software engineering program because they pay very well. It's a fast-paced industry. The boot camp allowed me to keep my job.
I need you to disappear for 30 days. Just 30 days. Can you walk away for 30 days? Can you silence the doubters for 30 days? Can you tell everybody to be quiet for 30 days so you can focus on you? Who you are today has gotten you as far as you're going to get. If you're going to get any further, you got to reinvent yourself. And if you're going to reinvent yourself, you've got to shut it down for 30 days.
I need you to pursue it. I need you to go get it. All right? I need you to go get it. Don't wait for it to come to you. All right? Greatness is not going to come knock on your door. There's some opportunity that's not going to come knock on your door. You got to go get them. Without even knowing you, if you're watching me, I already know you got something within that you wanted. I already know that. Because I already know you can. But my question to you young people this summer, will you? I already know what you're capable of doing, but my question is, will you reach your potential?
You've been too focused on who was not there for you and who did not believe in you and the people that just said it but didn't do it. You've been too focused on that. The trauma, the anxiety. And I'm wondering if you can begin to shift that focus in the next 30 days, if you can begin to shift that focus on what's working in your life, what's within your control and not what's outside of your control. What can you control? Who can you influence? The first person that needs to be influenced in your life is you. It's you. You can't lead anybody. You can't go anywhere unless you have awakened yourself on the inside to follow a specific plan. Write it out. I need you to disappear for 30 days.
Listen to me very closely. It is no shame in wanting to quit. All right? No shame in wanting to quit. Let me just real quick, let me be honest with you. Let me be transparent with you. I'm saying this school stuff is killing me. Like, it's cramping my style. And I just, for a second, y'all, can I just be transparent? I was like, I can't stand school right now. I got one more stats class to go to be finished with my coursework for the PhD. And I'm telling y'all, I was like, I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to give up. It ain't no shame in thinking about quitting. It ain't no shame. It ain't no shame in getting tired. It's no shame in feeling burnt out. It's no shame. But the trick is, don't just think about it. Say to yourself, I got to rethink it and get this thought out of my mind. Why? Because the shame is in quitting. So if you thought about it, there ain't nothing wrong with that, boo. Don't let that thought become a reality, all right?
3 words for you. Shut it down. We cannot have the future without revelation. We need to see how far we are from where we're supposed to be. Once you shut it down, you'll be able to diagnose. You'll be able to examine. You'll be able to repair the roads. You still keep trying to walk into your future fractured, broken, hurting. You need to walk into your future whole.
You can decide the quality of your life, all right? Listen to me. You are not a victim. Okay, nope, I can't decide how I was born. Nope, I can't say when I die. What you can do is you can control all that stuff in between.
And I know you're broken, and I know you're tired, and I know you're weary, and I know you're confused, and I know that you've got questions, and I know you're fractured, and I know you're bleeding in places nobody can see. But if you shut it down, you can heal. You're standing at the precipice, the edge of the greatest move in your life. And the time is now like never before to take a leap of faith. It takes faith to jump off of the edge. It takes faith to step into your purpose. It takes faith to step into your destiny. It takes faith to pull away from everything that is familiar, to step into uncharted territory, to become the person you were born to be. It takes faith. Can you disappear for 30 days? Put in the work. Examine what you've written. Think over the things you've discussed with people. Go through the process. Go through the mud. Inhale. Exhale. I know it's cold on the other side, but it's time for you to cross over because you're too comfortable.
Well, if you took on all the responsibility you could take on, and you faced everything that you needed to face, what would you be like? Who would you be? And how would the world transform around you? And well, if If the partial answer is, well, if I do that a little bit, things get a fair bit better, then the next question might be, well, what if you did that completely? And I don't think that's possible in some sense, right? It's like, perfection is a horizon that always recedes, but it isn't obvious to me what the upper limit of that is. And
I mean, great literature tells you the great story of good and evil, always. It's good and evil against a background of chaos and order, always. And the evil characters are there to be bad examples, and the good characters are there to be good examples, or you see the interplay of those forces within a single person. And it's a reminder of who you could be. If you don't know who you could be, your conscience will remind you when you deviate, and then you can start to attend to that. Think, well, look, I'm actually ashamed when I do this. I should stop. And unless I want to be ashamed all the time, it looks like I should stop. And then maybe you stop doing that, and then your conscience objects to something else, and maybe you stop doing that. And as that happens, you start to develop a vision of who you could be. You're someone in an out-of-the-way place at a particular time and place. And for you, what that means is that make contact with the highest of values. You have to bring that down to your particulars and figure out how you do that. It's going to be a way that no one else does it, because you're the only one that's you. But you can aim at something. And the point of the chapter is that you aim at something, and that will shape you as you move towards it. And then your aim will change. You'll move, but that doesn't matter. It gets you going.
who are you? Or at least, who could you be? Answer. Part of the eternal force that constantly confronts the terrible unknown, voluntarily. Part of the eternal force that transcends naivety and becomes dangerous enough in a controlled manner to understand evil and beard it in its lair. And part of the eternal force that faces chaos and turns it into productive order, or that takes order that has become too restrictive, reduces it to chaos, and renders it productive once again. And all of this, being very difficult to understand consciously, but vital to our survival, is transmitted in the form of the stories that we cannot help but attend to. And it is in this manner that we come to apprehend what is of value, what we should aim at, and what we could be.